Hello, Tim.
Hello, Alice. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, dear. How are you?
Looking forward to this rather beautiful event that we've got coming up. And
Absolutely.
as you receive this video, we will be heading towards the Lion's Gate, which
Mhm.
is an exclusive period of time within the spiritual calendar, which coincides with the transit of Leo through the heavens.
Mhm. Absolutely. So you'll have seen our video from a couple of weeks back inviting you to our event. But what Tim and I really want to do with this video today is just to share a little bit more of the origins of Lionsgate and the energy that can really be apparent because watching this right now, we're already in July, right? We're already in July, so we've already started this magnificent energy, this magnificent season. You'll already be feeling it. So before Lionsgate was Lionsgate, because that really is a modern spiritual term, really, right, Tim? It's
Hmm.
we've kind of overlaid the Lionsgate name because of Leo season.
Yeah.
But before it was Lionsgate and before we had the numerological weaving of the 8 8, it was known not only through Golden Egypt and Atlantis, but also all the other cultures in the world. It's a very prominent time for all of, like, even if you look in, for example, we're in Britain right now. Druidism is a big thing in Britain. And
Hmm.
around the same time, you have Lunasa, which is the harvest, which is all
Yes.
about abundance and things like that. And ironically, that's one of the massive original themes of what Lionsgateway is all about, because it was about the alignment of Sirius and the flooding of the Nile, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, shall I carry on a little bit? Shall I tell a little bit?
Yeah, please do a little bit
Yeah.
because we the thing is we have these terms there, like they fill our spiritual calendar. We have a vague idea of the dates and the alignments and what's going on, but very few people actually pinpoint the origins. So yeah, please carry on, Alice.
Okay. Well, so when we're looking at Lions Gateway or what preceded that, what predated that, it was a holiday or a festival for the goddess Isis. It was about fertility, like I say, abundance already. It was divine feminine energy. And I think most of us associate Lionsgate with divine masculine because it's just after the summer solstice, especially if you're Northern Hemisphere, right?
Mhm.
It's to do with Leo and the sun and the heart and things like that. But actually, it has this really beautiful and very deep divine feminine undercurrent because of the magic of goddess Isis. And it would be in Golden Egypt where there would be much reverence and thanks to Isis for bringing a bountiful harvest, for bringing the abundance, for the rainfall, because whether we want to recognize it or not, July and August does have a lot of rainfall and it
Mm,
needs that for the harvest to grow. So
absolutely.
there's a lot of golden energy and emerald energy just because of what would happen with planet Earth, with Gaia herself. And then as time's progressed and we welcome into this age where we are going through this ascension process, where we are in somewhat of modern spirituality, and we're recognizing that eight for the eighth is kind of somewhere in the middle, somewhere around the point, the highest arcing point of Sirius, between the sun and Earth. And then, well, that coincides perfectly. Abundance, number eight, numerology and things like that. We have these beautiful interweaving layers,
Mm,
right? But something that Tim and I discovered recently as well was that actually, depending on where you are geographically, will actually depend on when the peak of Sirius is, right? So it might actually be earlier on, or it might be later on. It might not be around the 8th. It might be a week or two later or a week or two earlier. So that's why it's so imperative to really celebrate Lionsgate as a whole space rather than just a one day. There is so much energy to be gleaned and cultivated and channeled in this time.
It's a very good point because a lot of people will pinpoint just simply the 8th of the 8th as being the
Mm.
Lion's Gate, being the peak. And of course, as you've just rightly stated, it will depend on your geographical location. That can shift very slightly from year to year as well. But the thing that I love the most about Lionsgate is that we have a full year action packed with spiritual events. We have equinoxes, we have solstices, we have eclipse season. I mean, you name it, it's rapid fire, one after the other. And during that period of time, most of these spiritual events, the energy is collected,
Uh-huh.
and it's during Lionsgate, during during this period that we are going to be celebrating, that all the energy that has been collected, harvested, so to speak, is implemented into the spiritual field. So, as in alignment with Leo's energy, it is a time of action, and
Mhm.
a lot of the things that occur during that period of time have a permanent effect on our ascension process. And with the year that we're having so far, and the build up and the movement of energy, it's going to be big. We are
Mhm.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things I'm really looking forward to in this workshop as well, and we alluded to this before in our video a couple of weeks back,
Mm.
is that we're going to be working with the emerald ones and the diamond ones relative to Ascended, Sirius, and Orion. So it's going to be so much fun to directly channel those. So for anyone that's ever seen some of the other in-person workshops I do a lot of direct channeling of those constellations anyway. And it's very, very, very interesting, to say the least, what they have to say. But we also have Isis and Thoth
Mm.
bringing through a ruby emerald codex as well. Now, this is a really, really, really potent and beautiful balance of heart, of solar plexus, of masculine, of feminine, of the womb space, and just all these incredible energies to bring great, great balance in. Because this world that we're on is a world of duality. It is all
Mm.
about balance. It is all about balance. And so this workshop, even though it's a celebration and an opening, there is going to be a theme of balance, which is going to massively help and assist as time goes by, so that you essentially are receiving the wisdom and tools to implement, so you don't burn yourself out, so you don't fall into a burnout cycle, for example. So it's going to be very, very interesting and very, very nourishing at the same time.
Beautifully put, Alice. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah,
So
thank
we will look forward to seeing you at 7 p.m. UK time on the 24th,
you.
opening of the Lions Gate, and that will be setting us all up to work in the most joyful, balanced,
Mhm.
and pure way as these energies come in. And it's going to
Mhm.
be fun. This Lions Gate is going to be about having fun with balance, getting the work done, but enjoying what we do. So please come and join us.
Absolutely. And I do just want to mention as well, super quick, I think there's still a couple of places left, Tim. We have an in-person
Yes,
event
we do.
following on from this in the New Forest on the 10th of August, Sunday the 10th. There's only maybe one or two places left. So if
Mhm.
it calls to you, it's incredibly affordable. Jumping on the theme of the 8-8, it's only £88 for a ticket. So if it calls to you to be
Yeah,
there with myself, Tim, and the lovely Jackie White, who's hosting, then please do grab your ticket now, because once they sell out, once the room is at full capacity, that's it.
that's
It's
it.
not recorded. It's not recorded.
No,
It's
no
like,
recordings. It's all live in person.
yeah,
Super duper powerful.
absolutely. So go to timwild.com or aliceheath.com to book your tickets to either of these events. Okay. We love
Yay. And we'll look forward to seeing you there.
you.
Thanks
Bye
a
for now.
lot. Bye for now.